Hi, Leo. Well, this is the reading that found you today. These are the cards that flipped out for you. Leo, this is exciting. I'm excited for you because I feel like I think instinctively at this point, you know you're on the right path. I think a lot of you know, and even through all the little upsets and hurdles and trials and tribulations that you may have faced here in the past several months, past several years, even, I feel like at this point you realize it's all becoming worth it. You're starting to see little bits and signs, if not much more, of like a level of abundance that you're achieving through all your choices, a collection of your choices that you have made. And, it wasn't always easy. I feel like in some regards, there was a lot of sacrifice. So let's get into this. The first card that flipped out for you was the Magician, and it's represented by the fairy godmother from the Cinderella story out of France. Okay. And as we know, the fairy godmother manifests everything. She can turn a pumpkin into a stagecoach and it sparkles and everything. And she has all this magic about her, and it's with ease. Okay. It's with ease that she does this because it is part of her nature to manifest and just create and do all these wondrous things. However, like with everything, there's always a little bit of a catch, right? So in this case, the fairy godmother, we think of the story, she has a small window, a time frame that she's able to do these things. And she knows, she's like, okay, here's my moment. Here's my moment. Let me do this. And in the story, of course, she's doing this to boost up Cinderella so Cinderella can get the prince. But what she's looking at is long term. What is going to benefit the most in the long term? Okay, I have this window to make this happen. If I just move things just like so, this will work in everyone's favor and it will have this chain effect of beautiful events. So I feel like you at this time, Leo, are really harnessing that energy. You're looking into yourself and thinking, okay, what way am I going to go where this is going to be the most fruitful and where I will have this window of opportunity, even though that time may be limited. As we know at the clock, the clock striking 12, Cinderella, understands that the spell is going to be broken. So again, that limited time, I think you are able to seek out at this time. Certain opportunities that present themselves, and you just instinctively sort of know, okay, this is it. This is it. And the reason why I feel like you instinctively know this is because of the cards coming out afterwards. We're going to get into that too. But I think you know at this point that little opportunities will open up for you, but they won't last. So you know to jump on certain ones. And I feel like you are really in tune at this time, Leo. I feel like you're going to know exactly which one to partake in, so to speak, which path to head down, because you know which one is going to be the most fruitful all the way around, most abundant spiritually, physically, mentally, all that. Now, the next card that flipped out for you is the Seven of Cups. So what that tells me is somewhere along the way, there's going to be temptation of all these other things you can do. You are fascinating, Leo. You can do all these things. You know you can do all these things. You want to do all the things, and you're realizing, okay, I really need to focus on this one thing that is going to work out the best for me, that checks all the boxes, if not most of them, that beats all the others. Which one, and I feel like you're also using your intuition on this, because the Seven of Cups here, of course, we can see is represented by Aladdin. And he has to choose the right lamp. Okay. They're all enticing. They're all, they're probably all a little bit of magic in their own way, but he has to choose the right one. And with this, of course, you may want to try out every opportunity, but you cannot. You must choose quickly. Again, that window of time. That window of time. He is on a time, he's on a time crunch here. The fairy godmother, again, on a time crunch. So I do feel like for those of you who are pursuing something at this time, there's a quick window of opportunity. For some of you, and this is only going to resonate for a couple of you here, for some of you, it is a meeting with someone. It's a meeting with someone. It may be romantic. Okay, you meet the right place at the right time. But for the most part, what I see for most of you, the collective, is that this is an endeavor, an opportunity, a way to boost yourself, to really bring your assets into the world, to make yourself known. And yeah, for some of you, it may be fame. I will get For some of you, it may be fame, but for the most part, what I'm seeing here is you making the right choice at the right time, understanding that the opportunity is not going to just stick around forever and you know when to jump on it. Now, the final card that we have out here is Yenin. Let me say it right. Yenenga, 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 Yenenga from the Mossy Legend. Sorry about that, guys. But Yenenga was a warrior princess. It was her father's most prized fighter, and she breaks away and makes her own path. So we have this victory, this praise, this achievement, again, fame. You found your window of opportunity and you jumped right through it. Whoosh. I'm getting like a cartoon character, whoosh, with the cloud of smoke behind it and everything. You knew to do this, Leo. You are so in touch right now. And even for those of you, if this is reaching a Leo who's going through some sort of struggle or whatever at the time being, I think you know which path you are headed. I think you understand that, yes, while I may be struggling right now, my intentions are not on the struggle mentality. I am looking at how I can put my pieces together in such a way that I can rise up. And with this Magician, again, the window of opportunity, but also too, combined with the Seven of Cups, we do look at different opportunities, but also too, carefully assessing each decision. So I feel like not just this money making opportunity, but in going forward in general, you're going to be more in tune to the decisions that you make around yourself, around others, how you deal with others, and you keep coming out on top. When I see the Six of Wands here, the smiling Yanenga, and you have all these wands, and it's like each one sort of represents a victory, and each victory is a correct choice you made. Now, for some of you, I am seeing there's something to do. I'm getting for some of you, it's a bar. Some of you are opening like a nightclub or a bar, and it's very eclectic and neat and unique. I'm getting some of you are looking into, you're going to have like one wall that's a mural. But I've seen like a very unique nightclub. I'm getting for some, of course, Aladdin, and not just because Aladdin came up, but because I'm actually seeing, and I'm seeing like a hookah bar for some of you. But I'm getting like where there's drinks and there's beverages, but there's unique drinks, there's unique beverages. So that's only going to resonate for some of you. For others, I do see, again, I'm seeing like this restaurant. It's almost like I see something by the beach, by the water, a restaurant by the water. You found a good deal. You found an affordable deal to have this restaurant by the water. That's going to be for some of you. For others, I am seeing like a scholastic. You're doing some sort of education, and I'm getting for some of you, you're picking out a language to learn. You've had difficulty because you wanted to go to a part of the world where they speak many languages, in a certain area, and you wanted to find the language that would be best suited for where you plan to be the most. So I am getting that for some of you, you're learning a new language. And again, it is manifestation in a sense, when you put your mind to something and you go through with it. It is kind of interesting because you take yourself from a place where, okay, like say, for example, we're going to go back to the languages for just a second here. And I'm just using this as an example. But say, for example, prior to learning this language, you could only communicate with X amount of people, okay, without assistance or, Google messes it up, let's face it, and without an app or, something like that. Whereas after that you learn this language, you are able to interact with people on a personal level. You're able to make friends. You're able to make connections. and through that you make further connections. So I think you're really putting all the pieces together here. You're starting to understand how the pieces of life come together. I feel like a lot of you are starting to understand where all your different, the things that did work out for you and the things that didn't, how they all fit together in a certain way to bring you to a certain point to where you would be available at just that window of time for that opportunity. I really feel that way for you, Leo. And then, of course, we see here the Six of Wands. We see what the outcome is. You make the right choice, hands down. There's no question about this. I see a little temptation because Leo, you can do a whole lot of stuff. But I think it's pretty clear. You can tell you make the right decision, and it's kind of funny. It's true Leo energy. You're just like, yeah, I'm gonna do this thing. I'm gonna I can do this. Let me do this thing. Oh, look at all the things I can do. Oh, no, no, no. I'm going to do this thing. Okay, here I go, winning. And that's it. That's just, you're so matter of fact about it. All right, Leo. Well, I really hope this helps. Until next time, over and out.